that presents the question, are we dating the people or are we dating the profile? Hi, welcome to the Real and Relatable podcast. My name is Cash.
I'm AJ.
I'm Ma.
And today we are here to talk to you about dating and AI and algorithms. I use Bumble. I am more of a fan with Hinge than Bumble because I hate the fact that with Bumble, the girl has to like or write first, right?
Initiate.
So you don't want to be the first one to make a move.
I hate being the first one to make the move because I don't like to. No, I don't want to do that. I just don't want to do that.
Yeah. That's your job. Okay.
So because of that, I'm not a fan. But with Hinge, they have this feature where they have the recommended most compatible. Have you ever seen that?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm offended by those, by the way.
Why? You don't
I feel
them?
like those most compatible ones, I feel like that's very humbling. It's like I didn't think we were compatible, but now that you're putting it in my face, I'm like, feel not as attractive as I typically would feel.
So I'm about 3 years out of dating, online dating. So this must be a really new thing.
Yeah.
So are the guys not coming out as good looking, or is it just like their interests are not compatible?
I think it's the algorithm. I think like you said, tell me about what you told me about how when you first joined, everything's wow.
Okay.
Then later you run out of good cards.
Yeah. So when I first joined Hinge, it was like middle of pandemic, so everyone was on it too, but so that's to be fair to say. But when I first joined, I was like, man, there's a lot of really good looking single people out in LA. So I was like, oh man, I'm like, this is where I need to be.
Yeah.
But then the longer you're on it, I'm like, it just gets worse and worse and worse. and then you delete and you come back and it's still like, oh, I saw him last time. And I saw him last time. And then you delete, you come back, oh, I saw him again last time. So I was like, I was like, dang, the first time I downloaded it, I should have really taken advantage of it at that time. Because it was like, mid-pandemic and everyone was on the dating apps at that time too.
But have you ever taken a pause or deactivated your account or register with a different type of like phone number or email and you jump in and it gets refreshed and you get all your good cards?
Oh, that's a great idea.
Oh, I've never done that. I mean, I've deleted and used my same phone number and email, but I've never used like a new phone number.
Did it reset your good card batches or not necessarily? No.
No, they probably recognize my photo or something.
Okay.
AI probably recognize my photo, like,
yeah.
Oh, face recognition.
Yeah, same girl.
Oh, we know her. She's trying things.
She back. Yeah. So.
Well, statistically, they say that Hinge says that from a study says that for every 500 swipes, people usually get one phone number connect.
Oh,
that is a lot of swipes. Okay,
that's a lot of swipes. But
wait, is that male or female though?
Oh, good question.
True.
Good question.
Because I would say that statistics probably apply more to male than female. Because I would say we probably get more matches and more phone numbers than a man would.
No, but I think the study means like we might get more matches, but at what point do you stay pen pals with them? You know what I mean?
So you guys actually connect.
You guys are not
never
exchanging phone numbers. There's been times where I get so frustrated. I ask a guy out. This guy's like, so I guess I'm just gonna we're not going to talk anymore because you're not interested. And I say, okay, so are you not interested? And
he says that to you.
He said that to me. Okay. And he said, well, I just get the idea that you're not interested. So then I asked him out. I'm just like, do you want to get coffee sometimes? Or maybe we should exchange phone number or get on a phone call. But I was kind of irritated that I had to ask him out because he's trying to be a little princess. And
so he manipulated you to that date.
He's basically saying, oh, well, I feel like you don't like me enough and I had to prove myself, So after that, I just unliked him.
Oh, did you go on the date with him?
No, I just unliked him.
Oh, okay.
Because I figured this is a preview into the relationship.
Oh, yeah.
He's always going to want me to cradle him.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But so that's what I think the statistics means is, there's so many people who are playing pen pals,
Yeah.
So the question I wanted to ask was, how much of the algorithms do you really think plays into a role of whether or not you get good matches? And do you think that it's going to hinder you, or it's a positive thing, you know, with all the AI algorithms, statistics? The computers are trying to do the work to make it better.
But I think that they're just trying to mess with us, because I remember in 2010, like sometime around there when I was also starting to date online.
2010?
Yeah. And they were talking about how, I don't know which app it was, but there was an app.
Tinder.
It might have been Tinder.
Match.com.
Match.com or something like that.
A long time
I think it was Match.com. And they were stating that they were messing around with their algorithms. So people who you might have liked and you might have like were compatible, they changed the algorithm so that you would fall for, or you would date other people who were not your matches and not compatible with you.
Yeah,
so they were starting to kind of like do that. Mess with it. And so I was like, that's
giving you people that you typically wouldn't match with.
Exactly. Yeah. So they were just throwing people like that.
I mean, I can see that because they hold the data. They hold the cards.
They're probably like, you know what? Maybe you should try something outside your box, you know?
They're probably like, it has been working, so let me help you.
No, don't do that. Okay. I hate that, you know? But I don't like the algorithm though. I feel like you should just really just let everyone come through, right? Regardless of whatever it is, right? Because you're like you're swiping all day.
I mean, sure, you say that, but it gets exhausting.
It does, but you know, that's fine. I'd rather go through like 1,000 nope than like 10 no's. You know, I'd rather do. You know, your chances of hitting somebody on 1,000 versus 10 is better.
They said 500. 500.
Wait, so you're saying you would rather turn every rock?
Yes.
Than to have them spoon feed you?
Yes. I rather
and it's selected.
Yes. I'd rather than do
interesting.
That. Yep.
Interesting.
Girl, we're gonna be old and gray.
Yeah.
If you're gonna be
I'm already old and gray, so so just let the pool come. just let it all come.
Give me every rock in the river.
Yeah. For real.
Mississippi River.
Yeah,
girl.
but every fish you got, that's fine. Let's go.
So, depending on where you live, statistically, they do say that the potential of you meeting the pool of dating and potential partners can be up to a few hundred or a few millions. So because there's so many registered users, if you're talking about New York City, if you're talking about LA, the really big cities, right? Not just in the US, but internationally, right? So that's a lot of rocks that you really do have to turn over.
And you have to deal with bots. You have to deal with bots and you have to deal with fake profiles.
I mean,
come on.
Okay, but first of all, I've never seen a bot. I think, but there are profiles where you know they're scammers. They're from China and they're like, hey, so let's talk. Hey, let me give you my WhatsApp. Yeah, and I'm thinking, why? Let's just text. Let's get on a phone call. Why do we have to do WhatsApp? Well, I'm traveling in Africa right now.
Yeah.
So there's scammers out there for sure.
I met a couple of scammers when I was online dating, and they were from Vietnam. They were from other places in Asia, and then they were doing exporting stuff.
Elaborate stories.
Yes, and businesses.
Oh my God, it's always importing, exporting, isn't it?
That's the clue. Yeah, and they're always stating stuff like that, and it was getting shady. And I was like, I'm getting closer and closer to having somebody ask me for money. Like he's gonna be asking me to send him money.
Almost there. You're almost there.
And okay, first of all, never send anyone money. Ever.
But when you're in love, do anything for them.
I don't care how much you are in love.
Even after you've met him in person, never.
No. Yeah. You never give someone money, okay? That's just absolutely no. Because, you know, it's always going to start off with like $100 and then it's like 1,000. And all of a sudden, my mom has to have this procedure and it's going to cost me money and I don't have time to send, I don't have time to like, you know, the way my bank account was set up, it's like,
but this man has 10 other profiles and has 5 kids and an actual wife.
That is the rule I live by. Do never send anyone money ever.
Yeah. I agree.
I would agree.
Yeah.
But that's why they have these algorithms and the most compatible is to help.
Yeah, but they still don't work because look at all these Tinder swindlers that are out there because obviously they're not, you know, if they're going to do anything, they need to be filtering out these men based off of like criminal records, like felony records. Like some of these Tinder swindler people, like they have criminal records. You know?
Yeah, that's true.
And it's like, no, I think maybe we should start adding social security numbers to these profiles because, so then they can run a background check on these people and be like, nope, we can't let you on this app because you have a criminal record, like versus like, oh, first name, last name, date of birth. Like that's nobody, that's anybody.
Yeah, but then, they're not going to make money. So obviously, I think that, sometimes it's just a money-making business.
You know what? I'm going to create an app. You're going to need your social security number. We're going to need to run a background track before we put you on this app.
Ma, the matchmaker.
Yeah, for real.
Mama Ma, the matchmaker.
I'm not the matchmaker. The app is the matchmaker, but I'm just making sure that you are a safe person. That's it.
Exactly.
That you're not
The
going to
mind
get
behind
swindled.
it.
Yeah.
Because like
Yeah.
if we're going to use technology to run these apps, why not use the technology for good? Like let's really use the technology for what it's made for then.
Yeah. So do you feel like love on these apps and digitally is becoming a love experiment for the financial gain of companies?
You mean like they're just using us to gain like knowledge and money?
Yeah,
Is
knowledge,
like
experiment, data.
I think so.
Because they gather so much.
I mean, online dating
is our information.
And dating itself is a
valuable.
social experiment, though, right? Because that's what you're really putting yourself out there to experience things, experience people, grow. I mean, that's kind of like the main idea, right? So, yeah, of course, being this is a very capitalist society, companies are going to be creating things like that. So they can study us and collect the monies and the fees, and most of the time it's usually men, that they're collecting from.
What? No, that's not true.
Yeah, because when Match.com, they were telling you the men who can sign up, they had to pay a membership fee.
Yes.
Like, and then like if you do like bagels meets coffee
meets bagel.
Coffee meets bagel, you have to pay a little fee to send roses to people, to girls, and to let them know you like them. And if you're a male,
but collecting data comes from everybody, not just men.
Correct, but I'm just saying like money, right? Money-wise, monetary-wise, right? It's mostly men.
It's just like in real life in like Vegas or at the clubs.
Everything is going to cost money. But I think a lot of these apps had really good intentions in the beginning, right?
Yeah, maybe.
Because Hinge, their slogan is meant to
take you off.
It's like that you're meant to delete this app, right? But I feel like they lost sight of that, where it became a money thing. Same thing with Coffee Meets Bagel. I'm sure like they initially started out as, because Hinge is so, I don't know, gotten a little bit crazy, and Coffee Meets Bagel is meant for people who are a little bit more professional and whatever, and whatnot. But I feel like they've also kind of lost sight of that as well, because now men do have to pay to have again send flowers and to match, and like there's all these other extra steps that you have to take now. It's
exactly.
So you've actually lost sight of what you intentionally made these apps for to begin with.
So do you pay for your membership?
Hell no.
You don't? Okay.
No.
Have you ever paid for yours?
No, but I do have to say, like maybe a few years ago before I started dating my current boyfriend, or my boyfriend right now. Sorry.
Stop calling him your current boyfriend.
Too much of the current husband. Okay. I love it. I enjoy it.
Okay.
So I know that I had signed up for like maybe purchasing like flowers or like whatever, because I was just curious, like what that looked like, and then it allows you to, I think, also talk to them longer than two or three.
Wait, is there a limit?
Yeah, there was a communication. So that's why, like, I remember there was a time when I was writing to somebody, and then they were writing to me, and then they're like, "Hey, quickly, like before like a run of whatever," they're like, "This is my email," or "This is my phone number."
Was that the Bagel one? The Bagel site?
Yeah, Bagel. Yeah, Coffee Meets Bagel or something like that.
Okay.
And I was like, "Oh, okay, sure. Like, we'll connect out of this website or out of this app."
Oh, that's interesting.
So we can continue having a conversation,
Okay.
So at that point in time, I felt comfortable, like either giving them like my phone number, or either we can connect through Instagram, and just personal message there, Okay. And so that was kind of common, I think.
Yeah.
But I did feel sorry for the men, because
I mean, I do too.
Yeah, because I mean, I mean, women are not really encouraged to buy the flowers, even though I just did it just to send them flowers.
Tell me about it. So you bought it.
Yeah.
You were curious.
Yes.
And then how'd it go?
Not much. Nothing. It was a waste of money. That's why I realized I felt bad for the men.
ROI on that.
Yeah, because you're paying $3.99 or whatever, right? For like 15 roses or 5 virtual roses, right?
Yeah.
And then you're sending it to people. And then they just look at it and that's it. You don't get nothing. And so I was like, okay, so this is how the men feel.
It might be different for women when they buy it for women, because men, they what if they don't like to receive, they want to earn it. So men might not appreciate roses, whereas women, they might appreciate roses more if it's coming
maybe.
from
I mean, maybe.
a woman, he might be like, okay, this gal likes me. She's sending me a rose. Okay, I got it in the bag. I'm good looking, blah, blah, blah. But it might be perceived differently from a woman. I don't know.
It might be. I don't know. I just think that we're all human beings and we're going to like roses and flowers no matter what. Yeah, men. Not necessarily. Men like flowers too. My man loves flowers,
You give him flowers?
Yeah, I give him flowers.
You give him flowers?
Not yet, but he will get flowers soon. So, but he buys flowers to everybody, and he wants flowers. And I buy my dad flowers.
Okay.
And so they stated, like men don't get flowers until they're dead.
I was just going to tell the story. I'm like, I don't think that's true.
She got somebody flowers.
Okay,
and he was like,
so my very first boyfriend I had.
Yeah.
I thought it was sweet, and it could be a projection, right? I thought that it was sweet that I sent him flowers at work, right?
Okay.
And he was like absolutely upset
at the workplace,
because I sent it to him at his workplace.
Yeah.
Okay. Granted, it was long stem red roses, but that's the point.
Very sexy and very romantic.
That's the point. But he was just like, that was so embarrassing that you sent me flowers at my workplace, because it was like his birthday or something like that.
Was this the 15-year long?
No.
Okay,
it was my very first boyfriend.
Oh, wow. Okay, he was really young then.
Yeah. I mean, we weren't that young. We were like 19, 20.
Okay.
And so I just thought it was nice to like send him some flowers.
That's what I would think.
If I send you flowers, maybe you'll send me flowers too, right?
Yeah. He did not like it.
He did not like it. I just remember I went to go pick him up because I was driving his car, and I went to go pick him up, and I just remember his face was so red because he was so embarrassed that I sent him flowers at his workplace. So no, men don't like flowers. Okay.
Weigh in, men. Do you guys want flowers? Come on.
His guy coworkers probably made fun of him.
Yeah, because they're like, they called his name. There's a delivery for you up front, and then so he's going
beautiful.
And he goes and gets it, and it's in this big box of long stem red roses. So
that was pretty elaborate, though. Come on.
Okay, but you know what? That's very nice. Okay,
I won't doubt it. I won't doubt it.
But yeah, he was like, never send me flowers ever again. so you're wrong.
No, maybe he didn't want the public display of the flowers,
he
right?
Said
maybe
he never wants flowers.
So if you guys were just you two and you brought flowers home,
he said, "Well, we're bringing flowers. I'm bringing flowers to the home, not him." Right?
Yeah.
But
so that's different.
But you haven't bought your man flowers yet. So,
no. Yeah.
So you should maybe try and then let us know how it goes.
Sure. I'll let you guys know how it goes. But my dad loves it. Yeah.
But that's different, girl. Your daddy is your daddy. He is not your man.
Yeah. Your dad's different.
That's different. He's gonna be like, "Oh, thank you, daughter. That's so sweet."
I would send my dad flowers too. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Okay, so I do want to ask you about AI and about dating. So I did. Usually when I write my profiles, I'm too serious. I'm like, well, I'm trying to look for this and that. And it's all serious. One of my girlfriends from Orlando, she was like, give me a phone. She tried to make it more fun. So she threw in some fun stuff.
Okay.
And then I thought, maybe I should try to be more fun and not so serious and deep.
But that's really confusing because you have mostly bikini pics and then you have all these serious prompts.
I mean, it depends. It's not mostly because it changes. Most recently, yes.
Yeah.
Most recently, yes. Before I had a lot of like hiking stuff too. But then I thought maybe I should use ChatGPT to write my profile. So I wrote something that I would usually write, and I asked ChatGPT like, "Hey, these are the things that I like. These are the things that describes who I am. Please rewrite it in a way that's fitting for a dating app."
Yeah.
And ChatGPT wrote it.
Okay.
And then I edited it to reflect me and mirror me accurately. And then I posted it on, and I'm like, okay, that's not too corny, not too cliche. It's kind of, just perfect. So I used it, and I got pretty good reactions from it. Granted, that's just for one paragraph on Hinge. There's multiple prompts. So that's like my prompt that I would consider my main prompt.
Yeah.
The other ones I didn't use it because it's not worth it. It's like a 1 sentence.
Wait, you're writing paragraphs on your profile?
Yeah, that's what I said. I'm too serious.
Girl, I don't even read paragraphs.
I wrote a paragraph. So what do you guys think about like people using ChatGPT or other AI tools to write their profiles?
I think it's fine if you edit what ChatGPT has like spit out for you. But I think if you're doing a cut and paste from ChatGPT, it's very obvious. You can always tell when it's ChatGPT because there's a type of like tone or language.
Robotic.
It seems very emotionless, right? Like, there's like nothing.
Well, it's not very genuine, or it's not very like,
there's no substance.
Yeah, there's no personality, right?
Yeah.
Like to you, like right, who you are, right? I mean, I would think
It's like
right?
the book answer.
Yeah,
Right?
exactly. So I'm curious. So then you did this. Like, can you give us a little summary of what ChatGPT put out for you, and then what you? So yeah,
You want to know what I wrote?
Yeah.
No, yeah. Well, a summary. I would love to hear it.
Let me read it for you.
Okay. Ooh.
Okay.
All right, let me pull up my profile, you guys.
Because I will be honest, I don't read really long profiles.
I mean, I think that's really interesting. I love that you did that, and I think that was great to get reactions that people actually really liked it.
Yeah.
Okay, my Hinge. All right, you guys tell me what you think. Okay. All right, this is for the main paragraph, which says, I'm looking for. Okay, so I wrote, I'm looking for, seeking for my partner in crime who's into deep conversations, playful adventures, and building a love that truly lasts. It's all about connection, shared laughter, and making even the little moments feel meaningful. So to me, I did edit it to make it feel like me because it's true.
Yeah.
Something that I loved about me and one of my previous exes, not my most recent, but previous, is we have so much fun even doing laundry. We'll do laundry and it's just so much fun. And we just laugh and joke and, or we're cooking or we're doing the dishes. And it's just the little moments that are so much fun. So that's what I'm trying to describe here.
What did it say originally? Do you remember?
I don't remember.
Oh, okay.
I don't remember. But, I get what you're saying. When you are just getting something that's spat out by ChatGPT, it's very emotionless and it's very just dry, right?
Yeah, it's not personalized to you.
Exactly.
Yeah,
so that's why I edit it to make it sound more like me.
Okay.
And I sprinkle myself all over it, And if I don't like it, I delete it and I rearrange it, right? But to that point though, what if you do have men or women who don't really edit it to make it accurate? They're literally copying and pasting because they're like, I do not have time for this. Copy paste.
Yeah, well, but if you did run into somebody like that on their profile and
It's not an accurate depiction of who they are.
Yeah, so how do you feel about that? Knowing that they use ChatGPT.
You are nothing like what I thought you would be.
Yeah, so do you feel like you would
you still match with them?
Well, yeah, because we wouldn't know until we find out, right?
Yeah.
So that presents the question, are we dating the people or are we dating the profile?
Okay.
Right? Are we dating the profile?
I'm dating the profile in the beginning.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
How do we know how accurate that is?
We don't until we go on a date with them, and then you realize, like, oh, do they really match their profile, or are they like AJ who says that she goes hiking, but she really doesn't go hiking?
she's a gamer, but I've never seen her play games.
Whatever. Come on.
She's a great dancer.
You guys, I don't, just because I don't have like a PC set up in my house. And
Just kidding.
Yeah.
It don't matter. She's not single anymore, so she doesn't have to care. She doesn't have to worry about that.
Yeah, you gotta blame the man because he's not hiking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I think that is a problem of dating apps too. Is like you see these. I mean, everyone does this. I mean, you have to be lying if you don't do this, right? You look at the photos first, right?
Yeah.
And the photos, if the photos are decent, then you read the profile, right? But then if you read the profile, and the profile is very like low effort, like, oh, I like pizza. I like pineapples on pizza. It's like, Oh my God.
You know what's
I'm
even
so
worse?
tired of that stupid ass prom.
You know what's even worse, Small? People who don't even write anything.
Oh, yeah.
I feel
don't
like those people
either.
are so big-headed. I'm just like, wow, you're so all about yourself that you don't feel the need to write anything. Nope.
Yeah. They're
some
pretty
effort.
boring.
Put
That's
some
pretty
effort into it.
That's
No.
pretty boring. Yeah.
It's really self-absorbed.
Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I am dating the profile in the beginning because, I mean, I like your profile. So there's something that you said in it that made me want to like you.
Yeah.
You know, but then when we meet in person, then if it doesn't match what you said on your profile, then that's a different story.
You're a liar.
Yeah.
You're a liar.
Yeah.
You lied to me the whole time.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
So I am dating a profile to begin
Yeah.
with. And everyone is, I think.
Yeah, you know, that's a negative thing.
Yeah.
In my opinion, I know I'm dating a profile, and I've said this before and I'll say it again. When I'm swiping, I'm using the wrong part of my brain. I'm using the statistics like, okay, height, looks, job, and hobbies. Does he like food? Does he travel? And then, but from that, I'm like, nope, yes, nope, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm totally using the part of my brain that's only stats. And because of that, I know I lose out on opportunities for people because there's been people I've dated that I've fallen in love with and had amazing relationships with where when I think, would I ever swipe right on them if I saw them on a dating app? Heck no. I would never swipe right. I would never give them a chance.
Okay.
But I only gave him a chance because we met organically.
Okay.
You know?
So you're saying that you're stating that basically if you aren't dating the profile or you are dating the
I am dating the profile when I'm swiping.
Okay,
Using
okay.
the wrong part of my brain. And because of that, I'm missing out on potential real connection.
Yeah.
Because you don't know who a person is. I like somebody beyond the looks.
Yeah.
I like somebody one time, 2 times beyond the height.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, and beyond the income, right?
Yeah.
But when I'm looking for profiles, I'm trying to find that unicorn. You know?
Ooh, it's hard to find a unicorn on those dating apps.
I know.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, so do you think that from all of this AI dating and algorithms that we either are losing the art of conversation and interaction and the natural instincts of going out and learning to talk to somebody and the game? Or if not right now, do you feel like that's going to happen in the future?
No, I think we've already lost it. The whole art of conversation. I feel like it's dating app fatigue, right? Because he's exhausted from the dating apps. I'm exhausted from the dating app, right? So he's one-worded. I'm also one-worded, right? So we're one-worded each other. And
It's not our best
Yeah.
selves.
And then before you know, it's like, all right, conversation done, unmatched. You know, it's like, I think everyone's exhausted. Men and women are exhausted from this. But I think when you meet each other in person, it's just a natural, I mean, I could be wrong. I don't know what the different generations are, but I feel like as millennials, like I feel like social interactions and conversations in person comes very natural to us. Like it's not like we shy away from it. It's not like we have the Gen Z stare that they call it. You know, we know how to interact with people in human form. You know, versus online. I do agree. Like online, I probably am worse than I am in person. At least in person, if I'm drunk, we'll definitely have a full-on conversation.
She's very approachable in person, guys. She will smile. She will smile.
I will at least, like, if you're approaching me as a person in person, I at least give you the time of the day because I feel like it does take a lot of guts for you to come over and talk to me. So I will give you the time of day, but if you approach me and you're a jerk, then I definitely won't give you the time of day. But if you approach me and you're a decent person, I am going to talk to you. I am going to have conversation or whatever it is. But if it's on a dating app, it's very easy for me to be like, unmatched, you know, it's like conversation done.
Very true. Very true.
Yeah.
So 3 or 4 weeks ago, me and my girlfriend went out and we said, okay, let's try to get into the real world and, you know, go out and meet people organically. And we went out on a Saturday and it literally was so dead in Santa Monica area. And it felt like a Wednesday.
Oh,
night.
so that was a Saturday night.
It was a Saturday night.
What time?
Like from 10 to 1 in the morning.
Oh, wow. It should have
was-
been popping.
It was so quiet. And everybody that was out at the bar were couples. And so she and I, we thought to ourselves, and we said to ourselves, these are all first dates. You can tell because it's awkward, you know. But it's
body language is all weird.
Yeah, it's all coupled up.
Yeah.
And those are the only people who go. So it's like a virtual world these days.
Yeah, yeah.
That's really sad.
It is
People, go outside. Okay, that's. I'm also talking about myself. I don't go outside either.
She's telling herself that.
Encourage yourself, Mom.
I'm over here like, ooh, what show should I watch next?
Let me put the mirror in your face.
I know.
And then you can say that again.
It's like, oh, do you want a boyfriend? Yes. Do you want to find somebody? Yes. Do you go outside? No. Do you talk to people? No. I was like, all right, then you're never gonna find a boyfriend.
Good luck.
I know. It's also, but it's kind of like that too. Like when you go out, there's no one either, you know, like they're like, oh, you can meet people at the gym. Okay, when I'm at the gym, I'm sweaty and gross. I have a goal. Okay, I don't need you to be talking to me.
And if you're cute and you're just sitting there looking around, like everyone's gonna know you're just there to scope guys out because you're not even sweating. You're looking too cute with your full face makeup on.
You're just walking the treadmill. Like,
yeah.
So it's like, I get it. I think like the dating world has shifted so much from when we were younger. Like when we were younger, we went out to like the bars and clubs. It was like so easy to like meet people and talk to anybody because, you know, you're at the age where you can literally date anyone at that point, you know?
Yeah.
So it's very easy back then, but I don't know what it's like now, you know? Because like I was telling AJ, I think a few weeks ago, I was like, you know, sometimes I scroll through these TikToks and I see these really young kids. And when I say young, they're like in their early 20s promoting their girlfriend or their like friend girl or their friend boy. Like, oh, this person so-and-so is single and, you know, they're looking for a boyfriend, blah, blah, blah. And like, they're like doing the whole thing. But then I'm just thinking to myself, go outside. Go to the bar, go to the club. You can literally meet anybody at that age, okay? You can literally meet anybody at that age.
Yeah, very
like,
true.
I don't know how it shifted so much to the point where you guys are now using digital to meet people.
Advertise your friend.
Yeah, just go outside. You literally can meet anybody, you know?
Yeah, that's
And I was just like, maybe the entire world has shifted to just digital at this point.
Yeah.
Definitely a different wave that we're going on.
Yeah.
One disadvantage that I know that men probably experience with me with swiping fatigue is that I'm so tired that I might open the app once a week. So then it takes me a long time to respond to them. And they might think...
Yeah, because AJ just said you took like a year to respond to somebody. Girl, I would have unmatched you like 300 years ago.
Right.
Yeah.
But it still worked out, thankfully, you know. But for me, I just sound like I'm not really engaged or interested. And to me, I'm literally thinking, you know, like, hey guys, that's not the case. I'm just so tired. I just open the app maybe twice a week.
Yeah.
You know, so that's why I don't really, it's not like ping pong on a good, you know, speed basis. It's slowed down heavily. And then that might work against me because the opportunity could be lost. Yeah. Sometimes when you snooze, you lose.
Yeah.
There might be a good catch, and because you're taking too long, another gal catches his attention, and then he gets serious with her, and hey, that's your loss.
Yeah.
So you do have to put yourself out there. And I remind myself that all the time, like, hey, I need to stop acting like I'm burnt out or I'm older than I really am, and I have to really put in the effort. If this is serious, I have to take it seriously because I don't have a matchmaker by my side doing the work for me. I'm, you know, doing it for myself.
I'm ready to live with cats, right? That's what it comes down to. No, I was gonna ask. I was like, okay, so because let's say you're only on like a couple times a week.
Yeah.
But what if you met somebody that you do like have genuine interest in? Are you on more frequently then?
But I would like to transfer to a phone call.
Okay.
I would like to transfer to texting.
Okay.
I have a, if it's just going to stay on the app, that's where they're at a disadvantage because I don't open the app.
Yeah.
But if they're smart enough, if they're interested in me to say, hey, let's take this elsewhere, which a lot of men that know what they want, they do say that, hey, perhaps we can take this off this app. Okay. I do get that sometimes. And then they have a better chance with talking to me.
Okay, I just have a quick question.
Yeah.
Because this is my own personal preference. So if a guy says, he wants to move it off of the app, and he gives you his phone number instead of asking for yours. Is that a turn off?
You know what I do? He gives me his phone number. It happens. I give him mine, and I said, hey, this is mine. Text me or call me. That's what I say.
Okay, you, AJ?
I would have to say the first time it ever happened to me, I was really off put. Like I was really like, I found that kind of like offensive. And I was like, ugh.
Why?
Because I was like, well, what was he doing trying to throw his number at me so I could call him? Like, I mean, maybe I wasn't really ready to chat with you yet or text you, you know, because I still felt like I wanted to be safe on the app, you know, and this is fairly new when I was starting to get onto the apps too and start dating apps. So when that first happened to me, I was kind of like, ooh, no. And then I quickly got over it because I was like, come on, let's put on the big girl pants and let's just talk like adults. So I said, cool, thanks for your number. Here's mine. And then I would send my number too. And then
Do you leave it up to him to text you?
I can't recall what happened, but maybe, I mean, I think that's what I would naturally have done.
Yeah.
To have him text me, you know?
Cash, do you?
Yeah.
I give him my phone number, and I'm like, text me or call
Do you
me.
wait for him to text you?
I do wait. Yeah.
Okay.
But there's one guy where I was like, he's kind of cute. So I did send him a text.
Oh, so
I was like,
he's cute is different.
Yeah. If I'm interested in him and I'm like, I don't want to miss it, then I am more engaged, you know. But even if I'm more engaged, if he doesn't take it off the app, I'm not going to tell him to take it off the app. Then I'll get turned off.
Okay, I was just asking if I was being harsh or not, because whenever they're like, oh, let's take this off this app, here's my number, I'm immediately unmatch.
That's harsh.
Is that harsh?
Yeah.
That's harsh.
I feel like I think like maybe that is them kind of thinking that like, maybe they don't want the girl to give them a fake number. Because, you know, when we're at the clubs, right? A lot of the times.
Okay.
And
No,
guys ask us for the number. I've had it where guys ask me for a number and I'll give them a fake number.
Oh, yeah.
And then they'll call me right then and there
my God,
with
that's
their
so
phone.
embarrassing.
But that's different.
No, I think that's the same because I think the guys are kind of like afraid at this point too, to be kind of like, hey, I want you to take charge to let me know you're interested in me because then I can pursue you further.
So they're testing the water?
Yeah. So that you could text me. And that's kind of like maybe a consent.
No, I think you can test the water by asking me for my number. I think you can be like, hey.
But a lot of girls might feel pressured to give them the number if they're not ready yet and then give them a fake
but
number.
she can also say that too.
Speak up for
be
herself.
like,
Yeah.
oh, you know,
Already.
Yeah.
I've done that before too, where they ask me for my number. Like, oh, you know, we just haven't met in person yet. I prefer not to give out my number just yet.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, me
I was
too.
like, maybe after our first date.
But your
then
number
we can-
is access to something private.
I was like, then maybe.
But that's after a lot of experience, right?
Yeah,
when
yeah.
you're dating, right? After a while, you realize, okay, I feel kind of safe. I feel secure. We know how this works, right?
Yeah.
But in the beginning,
Yeah, I did. Yeah, that's why I have a lot of people's phone numbers as graveyards because I don't know who they are, but I don't delete it just in case. Because if it has a graveyard, then that means it was somebody I met, you know?
Interesting.
And gave my number to, you know?
Okay.
You know, I work in a field where I don't delete anything, okay? I got record of everything all the time. Everything has a backup.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I just wanted to ask because I was just like, maybe I'm just being too harsh.
I think that's a little harsh.
Okay.
Yeah, because you could be canceling yourself out on really good men, and it was an innocent mistake. You know, it's not a mistake. It's an innocent thing. They don't mean anything bad by it.
Yeah, I don't think he means anything bad, but I don't think they mean anything bad by it. But I just feel like, you know, maybe you're just not the type of man that I would want to date if you don't take the initiative to ask me for my number and take the initiative to make the effort to text me first.
But that's an easy thing you could correct. Just explain it, and he'll be like, "Oh, I didn't see it that way."
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
because it is such a personal
I'm just
number.
being a harsh bitch, and I should just be single forever.
And that's why you are alone.
and live with cats that you don't even like.
Yeah, I know, right?
Well, you know, let us know your story and how it is for you. If you're single, if you're not single, you know, maybe you're also happy that you haven't had a chance to deal with this whole mess of what dating is today. But thank you for joining us. I hope you found some things valuable. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share this if you have any friends or family who might benefit from hearing this talk today. Thank you. Join us next time. Take care.
Bye.